I'm running late. Schiphol literally sent us a letter telling us that because they're extending the runway, another runway closed. I saw a bunch of planes going to be passing over this area a lot more. I've been trying to record this video for the longest. Anyways, welcome to my channel. It's me, Hadie Leonie. Before we even say anything, click the like button and subscribe. If you're new here, we want you to join the family. Come along with us on this beautiful journey of mine. And also to stay tuned for the next episode, because this is part 2 out of 3 of the Carnival series. And make sure you share. There goes another plane. And make sure you share, because I know a lot of people came to me telling me how if I know anybody in St. Maarten, I could recommend them too for doing makeup, because you know it's difficult. Makeup spots are limited. And I thought, with people asking me this, why not do this series so you can do it yourself if you don't get through with that. And so yeah. This is part 2 out of 3, and part 3 will be coming on April 16th because I got stuff to do. And yeah. Before we jump into today's video, we have another beauty here today whose makeup I will be demonstrating my tips on. I wanted to talk about the stuff I'm using in this video. It's pretty much the same thing as the last video. If you haven't seen part 1, stop the video right now and go back and watch part 1, because in the beginning of part 1 you can just watch the first 5 minutes and see what products I recommend for creating a carnival look in general. And I'm pretty much using the same thing now. The only thing I would like to add is today's option is like an intermediate option, so not that difficult, not that easy. But the only thing I'm doing different is, you know those ready-made stickers that you could just stick on your face? People use them for festivals and whatever, carnival. For today's another plane. So sometimes, what was I saying? So yeah, so for today's option, which is intermediate, I'm going to be making my own design instead of using those ready-made stick-on designs, because some people just prefer something that suits their face better and not so dramatic and over the top, which is pretty much how those stick-on things come. Sometimes it could be a little too much and a little overwhelming, so that's why I've opted for a more simple stud look on the face. Now, what I did do is I sometimes cut out some of the studs from those ready-made designs and applied it to the face, because sometimes I like the diamonds that they have in it, but the pattern just is a little too for me. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box below for where I found the studs here in NL, and I also saw them on Amazon. So if you're in the States or St. Maarten and you want to order these things, I'm also going to leave the link for Amazon down below, so you can just click it and go and view your options. But before we get into the video today, I did something a little different. Shadina, shout out to you. She asked me, she asked Salima asked me how good is the glue that I recommended in part 1, because you know, if you're going to be in a parade all day, like, will the studs stay on your face? So I thought, I'm here recommending something and I have no idea how durable it is. And then I was like, but how am I going to test this out? So I was like, why not put some studs on my face when I go in gym next week and vlog it? So that's what I did. I applied some studs on my face and I went to the gym, and in the beginning I used my phone, and then when I came home I used this camera. So let's just jump right into the footage to see how well the glue lasted. I catch myself and like, Hadie, you don't have to stay still and like the footage coming on the screen now, you know. I hear sitting. Anyway. sorry guys, my uncle called. But I applied these two studs. I'm not gonna lie, today I'm really pressing it in because, you know, we're about to sweat. Okay, so as you can see, I applied some of the studs on my face. Let me show you guys the time. It is now 5:16 that I applied it. So I have a couple things to do in the house if I actually leave to go to the gym, and I'm going to record myself as well again when I'm leaving the house and show you the time. Probably record the time again in the gym that I'm actually starting to work out, and then I'll record the time again and I'm leaving. Maybe in between I will record myself, and then we'll see how long it lasts. Okay guys, I probably look like a hot mess with this on my face, but yeah, I'm going to put the filter with the time down below so you can see what time I head into the gym, and I'm going to catch y'all in the gym. Okay guys, the gym is like ridiculously full. I should have known better than to come around this time, but I think I'm going to walk it home, which is like a half an hour walk. And yeah, so far all of them still on and they're not budging. So yeah, it's now 7:30 and I'm going to walk it home. So I really like literally just walked in the door. So the last footage you see is me putting the key in the door. So I applied this literally 3 hours ago now. I sweat up. My hair was literally like this the whole time, playing with it. You can even see it on my face. I was sweating, like the sweat marks on it on my face. And yeah, but I wanted to show you the taking off process. So yeah, let me zoom in and let's start taking off. I want to show you how I would be playing with it. I even like playing with it from the bottom, not, and it just, okay, now it's lifting up. Now it's starting to lift up in the back, but as you can see, it left a mark. It left a mark. Let me do the rest. Ooh, that one hot. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. This one was never coming off. Ooh. So as you guys can see, they really still like, except this one. Okay, with that one there, I had put a glue on my face and stick it on. As you can see, it held up. So let's go back to the video. So as you can see from the footage, the glue actually held up really well. Like once you put a glue on there and make sure you really press in the studs, you can hit the road, because pulling it off, maybe it looked like nothing on camera, but it really was like pulling my skin and hurting my skin, pulling it off. So that means it's a pretty strong glue. I sweated. You could see the sweat marks on my face. I think it would last. Granted, the circumstances here is not the same as St. Maarten hot sun and a parade jamming for 5-6 hours, but I really think it's going to hold up. Just make sure you don't scratch your face and whatever. So I feel more confident saying that I recommend this glue because it really held up. But let's just jump into today's video. You guys, I edited the video already. Technically the person is not here anymore, but I died editing this video. I never her facial reactions when you're doing makeup. Sometimes I like walking around looking for stuff that I want to use and then not really seeing what the person doing as I doing their makeup. But then when I look back at the footage, I see what it was doing, and I was dying while editing the video. And so some of the footage I left in there for you guys to see how crazy this girl was. Anyway, let's just jump right into the video. It's Mahaleni. We're gonna start off by priming her eyelids. Just pack on the concealer until it gets tacky, just like the last video. You guys, she's about to make a face that I want to make her meme. Just wait for it, and boom. So we're gonna start off pretty much like how I started off in my last video. I like to pack on the shade. The best thing you can do is pack on the shade to get the most out of the pigment, and then later on you're gonna see me blend it out and then slowly build it up again, because sometimes the pigment gets lost while you're blending it out. And then add a lighter purple just to make it, you know, fade in nicely with her skin. And then add some highlighter on top just to give her a nice glow under her brows. Okay, so I wanted to zoom in just so you can see exactly how to blend out. You want to just go in little circular motions fastly, and by this way you're blending it out. Sometimes you see me do a windshield motion because it probably just isn't distributed evenly, but just by grinning those little circles, you're blending out the little harsh line that you created by packing it on, because you're packing it on and then that's kind of creating a mark. You can also kind of see it on the right eye right now, but you just gotta keep going in and doing those little circles and doing the windshield motion. You see here again the windshield motion, and eventually it's going to fade out. But as I said, the pigments sometimes get lost, so you'll see me dipping back in for some more purple and building it up. You don't know if And just like with every step, you're gonna just keep using that motion to blend out. Sometimes you're gonna see me packing it on because highlighter is a bit different than eyeshadow, but just keep blending it out in those little circular motions and windshield motions. Okay, I said this in my last video. The trick I like to use for cut creasing is applying a little bit of concealer on the bottom lid and then asking the person or myself to look up with my eyelid, and then you see a mark. This mark literally just tells you where to cut crease, because some people, you know, our lids touch our creases, and if you don't cut in the right place all day, your eyelid is going to be rubbing up on the cut crease and removing that nice, you know, mark that we like to see between the, you know, the cut crease and the eyeshadow. So doing this trick will avoid that, because you're literally cutting the crease where your lid meets your crease. And then with these kind of looks, you just want to blend out the concealer a little bit, else later it's going to have a very harsh line because of the concealer. And here you see me packing on a little light brown on top of the concealer, because applying glitter right on top of concealer sometimes, depending on the glitter consistency, it cracks and falls off your eyelid literally. So I like to apply the glitter on top of eyeshadow, and that avoids it from cracking and creasing. Creaking? Really, Hadie? But just like concealer, you know, concealer sometimes tends to crease. So if you apply the glitter right on top of the concealer, the glitter also might crease and crack up with the concealer. So that's why you want to put a powder shadow on underneath first.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh my god, wow. Love it.
Okay, now taking this brush, you're just gonna literally take the same dark purple and blend it into the outer lid, and then apply the same light purple in between the gold and the dark purple to create a nice gradient between the two. Y'all, this is another meme. Look, 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 look. What? Okay, it's time for eyeliner. I literally don't ever think I ever displayed my eyeliner skills. But I love to draw on my eyeliner. I don't like using eyeliner pencils. I just find I have more control this way. My favorite eyeliner brush was Morphe at this time. I ordered a new one now, but I'm just using a really tiny Facepaint brush, tin brush. But it worked well for this look because after I apply the gold glitter, you tend to go out of line. So then later on you have to apply the black over the gold again, just to, you know, even it up and make sure the gold is like literally right in the center. And you'll see me do that just now. And voila! Can we take this moment to recognize this beautiful face, this beautiful girl? Oh my god. Time to dance. Let me go.
Oh my god. That highlight, oh my god, wow.
So I did the face off camera. It's literally the same step as every makeup video on YouTube. Just foundation, concealer, and contour. But here I'm applying the same purple underneath the eyes. And glitter. So I'm just going to kind of contour again, but with like a red. I think the shade was literally named 10% off. But just contour, kind of bronze again with the red, just to bring out her face and really make it, you know. Taking these three things, I'm just gonna apply this all over her face, just for the glitter. So I use the lip gloss, which I mentioned in my first video, then gold glitter and purple glitter, just to make it more carnival-y.
right side, man. Wet. Yes, sir. Hold it up. Alright. Hold the highway. You must be thick. Okay, thank you for that, man. Thanks for the information, man. No problem. Alright. Woman start run from the pool. You know what I hate? When them a come from United States, from DA try to wax up them face and play like they forget that South City Grande is a Batman place. How can you come to a wet bed and don't expect for you to get wet? You don't know if close you go get. Papa Med. Yes, man. Ready, screw it on.
So sometimes the glitter does create a little harsh line, so you just want to go back in with a beauty sponge and blend it all together. And then we're gonna go right into the studs. Literally the same thing as the last video. I can't really say where to place the studs, but I do want to say if you are placing studs, I feel like the center of your face, so from the forehead going down into the nose bridge, you should really bedazzle that part because that's going to bring the whole face and look together. But other than that, just go with the flow. Trust yourselves, you know. I said in the last video, is literally just sticking something on your face. You could take it off. Not a big of a deal. But yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm just gonna fast forward through me applying everything, and yeah. Thanks for watching. So we're nearing the end of the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you can take away something from this video. You know, me and this, you know. But, you know. So, please make sure you like this video, share, and make sure you subscribe. Because, as I said, we have part 3 coming. And I hope you guys can stay tuned for that. And we're pretty much finished. So, yes. Bye!
Getting me stuck with us, man.